2016, y'all already know what time it is. We going in here. Man, it is still chill. It is April and still chill, y'all. Global warming and everything else is popping off. But that doesn't matter. Y'all know what we here for. Y'all see buildings in the background. Yes, it's beautiful. Whatever, around the city. We talk about something I've been thinking about for like the last 3 weeks, a month or so. You know, things have been popping off in Toriko. And it's been a good long while since we've done on this channel, since we have witnessed a Toriko discussion video, right? So it is perfect time, okay, after the recent events that have happened in this Toriko chapter with Jiro's death. Y'all, some folks are having an issue with Jiro's death. I tell you, you cannot please people. People leaving the series of Toriko, oh, it's not what I get. People like a certain thing, they stay to it. There's never supposed to be change, there's never supposed to be development. People want action, you get action, and they're not satisfied. They want a story, you give a story, they're not satisfied. It is what it is. We're waiting here for these 5 calamities. That's what I'm calling them. And I got reminded because Hunter Beyond Greatness has returned. Okay? Yeah, if you know how I get down, Ichiro Oda, Yoshihiro Togashi, and Mitsutoshi all talking, exchange ideas. We got too much evidence of that. The 5 calamities, man. This video ain't gonna be long, surprisingly enough. There ain't too much to talk about, but it's something to be highlighted, okay? And it shouldn't be a shocker to who these 5 individuals are. Are we the top 5 most powerful individuals in the entire Toriko multiverse, or at least potentially are? I mean, there's other individuals we will likely meet, but let's take into consideration why these are on top, okay? Coming in at first, we got to talk about Acacia, the god of Bishoki, okay? The god of the Bishoki. Now, a lot of people, who was I watching? Was it Manga Me, I think? Yeah, because I don't think KOL had come out with his Toriko live reaction review or anything of that manner. And yeah, KOL, I really hope he gets his junk all straightened out. That's some BS. Him, Chibi, and 2 Minute Story, all these cats be dealing with nonsense. I think Code had to deal with it. Everybody be dealing with this. Fortunately, my channel wasn't in touch. Too small time, and as well as y'all know what can you do but come at me? How you come at me, dog? Like, come on, let's keep it real. I got nothing to come at for, okay? And I'm not being lucrative either, so it is what it is. Now, Acacia, the god of the Bishoki. Now, you gotta understand that, and obviously I'm gonna deal with Neo. Neo, come on, man, crazy. Who would have imagined Neo would be like this? Both parts are necessary to be concerned about. Now, a lot of people tend to forget because they the short term, they don't remember. This is the god of the Bishokia. Yes, I'm hyping up that epithet because you have to remember that means this dude has the greatest skills of the Bishokia. Greater than Toriko, greater than Zebra, greater than Koko, greater than Asani, greater than former President Ichirayu, greater than Rampaging Beast or / Knocking Master Jiro, Second Wolf, greater than the Ultimate Predator, Midora. And then you name it. He's greater than all of these cats, man. Like, do you not understand? He's the god. He's the one above all, the Kami. And this ain't like in Dragon Ball. Okay, it's not like Kami in Dragon Ball. This is like Beerus and Whis in Dragon Ball, as far as Universe 6 is concerned. No, Universe 7, excuse me. Universe 7 is concerned. You get what I'm saying? This dude is above all. He taught. He's the sensei of the 3 disciples, Ichirayu, Jiro, and Midora. How is this hard to understand that he would have these techniques, that he would have counterbalances to these techniques? He taught them. Most masters hold things back. Most senseis hold some knowledge back. And in the case of Acacia, think about it, it is wise. Especially in the case of Jiro. This dude flips on you? Come on, man, you gotta be able to deal with him. I mean, he was able to knock and seal his power, his 100% power. He's probably only using at best 50%. So you got to take all of that into consideration. Okay, people, this is the best of the best. That's number 1. Number 2, he's got the abyss of appetite. He can eat seemingly anything. in the backstory that we got with Neo, we don't know the full backstory. We don't know where he came from. Hell, we don't know where Blue Nitro came from. We don't know a lot of things. But the fact is, Neo started from the bottom, relatively. And he came up. He literally started, as far as Eden, he started from the bottom. He himself was considered weak. But he had this special gift. He's this anomaly where he's got this bottomless, he's a bottomless pit. He's got an abyssal appetite. That's ridiculous. He's eating everything, and I mean everything. He's eating planetary, multi-planetary level attacks. Are you serious? Come on, man. He's just tanking that stuff. And he's got some durability feats and stuff. Not just he's eating it. He's got some durability feats. Because, like with Don Slime, Slime's throwing off meteors and stuff, right? Did he chomp the entire midget supernova? The white star supernova, the white dwarf, whatever supernova. I forgot if he chomped that entire thing, but I know he was tanking some of the mother attacks. So he's got durability feats. So you add in the best of the best when it comes to the gourmet hunter, the Bishokia, and you have one of the top, top evolved, you can say the top evolved gourmet cell monster / demon that we know of. Put those two together, then you have an absolute monster. And I know I said it, but literally, this is an absolute monster of the highest pedigree. Okay? This dude is a massive threat to anybody. Neo by himself was ridiculous. We never really got to see Acacia by himself, but we got the legends. We know it. Come on, we see his products, the 3 disciples, and we see, the 4 heavenly kings, the products of Ichirayu, one of his disciples. So we know, no need to say no more. And you have Tepe, the grandson of Nakamaster Jiro, right? And come on, you got Starzan, seemingly the son. A lot of people been thinking, including myself, seemingly the son, and I'm going to include Toriko. But you got Starzan. We see what Starzan brings to the table, right? We see what these organizations bring to the table, and it all stems from Acacia. Now you can say Froze, but Froze was a cook, so yeah, but it all stems from Acacia. Now that's the first calamity. The second calamity, we know the second calamity. Come on, the man who seemingly quote unquote had the most potential as far as gourmet demons, where the king of the universe, former king of the universe, wants to inhabit you. We talking about Ichirayu, man. Ichirayu chopsticks. Now I told people so long that Midora beat Ichirayu. Pure and simple. He surpassed him. Ichirayu stopped eating. Ichirayu, we clearly saw the fact that Ichirayu did not consume. And if you don't consume in Toriko, okay, along with the battle experience and stuff that goes along with it, but if you stop consuming, that's like it's not the same as stop training. Like it's similar, but it's different from how Gohan was. I guess Gohan would actually be a decent example. Gohan from Dragon Ball, right? Ichirayu is like Gohan, okay? Gohan had all this mad power, right? He was able to beat his brothers and whatever, okay? He was, heir apparent to occasion. Apparently Neo was supposed to go in him as well. He had all this potential as far as these innate powers. He didn't capitalize. Now, his was more of a choice. Gohan just stopped training. Okay, this is where they deviate off. And we saw Ichirayu, he bulked up, whatever. But it was like a protection. He was thinking this older. He really was a phenomenal older brother. He really was. And we got even more of that in the backstory and the Soul World when Don San came to talk to him. And you gotta love the relationship with him and Don San. These two independent entities. Now, this is interesting how each of these work. While Acacia and Neo, we don't know how mutualistic their relationship, their symbiotic relationship is, right? But we know that Don Slime and Ichirayu were mutually exclusive. Acacia and Neo seem to be mutualistic, very mutualistic. That's what it appears to be at this time. And we don't know when Neo inhabited, when he took over. We don't know. And Acacia starts to speak. We don't know how much is that actually Acacia. So there's a lot that still need to be siphoned out and understood. But we got that. You got two very powerful beings. Once again, just similar to the relationship with Acacia and Neo. You have Don-san and Ichirayu, and but their relationship is less demanding because Neo seems to have taken over not in this case. You know, these were two. He wasn't forcing his way on the Ichiro. I'm not sure. Not to disrespect Don Slam, but I just don't know if that was his capability. He could demand himself to go, and he's like, yo, pleading with me, yo, get strong. I want you to get to this level so you can use me. You can be this monster and da da da. Now a lot of people want to say he's being. Even with Ichiro, with Don Slam, I do not have him defeating this Acacia and Neo. It's too much. It's too much. It's probably better that Don Slam would have taken over. So would Don Slam have been able to utilize Ichiro's techniques? This is completely unaware of. Because when we see, except for Neo's the only one that we see in Gourmet Cell Demons, when they take over, them not doing it. Now it is stated that, you know, eat the full course and control, but this is Don Slam we're talking about. So it is very difficult, it's very interesting how this will work. He took over Asarudi's body, and it's true that Asarudi didn't, he gave it up, he forfeited his body, and it's true that Asarudi did not, you know, eat the full course, but still, you know, this is Don Slam and Ichiro. It may have worked, I don't know, but they had this, you know, potential, and Ichiro pretty much, folks wanted him. So it's this latent potential that was not capitalized upon. Why? What is so special about Ichiro? Now we gotta explain, but I'm pretty sure there's something about it. Like, why does he have so much potential? And he's not fully gone, so maybe it'll be explained with his evolution. And the fact is, he wasn't chowing down on some of the prime cuts of stuff, right? Jiro and Midori eating more than him. So this just goes to show what specifically about Ichiro. There's a lot of latent about him. While you had mastery with Acacia, you have latent potential abilities with Ichiro. Moving on to the Rampaging Beast. And I had the Rampaging Beast, excuse me. And I had said when the chapter dropped, was it chapter ago or was it 2 chapters ago? Anyways, talking about Wolf King Guinness, right? Oh my gosh, crazy. And I said, yo, Romulus and Remus and Mowgli meet your Emperor. Rampaging Beast Jiro the Second Wolf, aka Knocking Master Jiro. Okay? And we see why he has both. Now, ladies and gentlemen, raised by the Wolf King. Jiro didn't have a gourmet demon. This is beautiful, because it's like Komatsu doesn't seem to have a gourmet demon, but it seems like he ate so much. Now I will say there's 2 methods. You either injected, you know, if you don't have a gourmet, you know, the scar says you injected or you eat enough, and he have a gourmet demon, and I can understand why not. He was also a candidate, but you know, I don't think it was so much latent. It's just his wild, natural state. This is just, he's a beast, he's just a savage, he's a monster. He's just an anomaly of the highest order. Okay? And nothing special, he just consumed. Now, people say, well, why did he stop consuming? My thing is, how do you find these and keep feeding them? Because it doesn't seem like the red nitro, they seem to go into hibernation, cryptobiosis, as well as the gourmet. Like, how do you keep finding these things? I know in the New World, so there's a lot with the history that we don't know. We don't even know that there seemed to be a gap between being raised by Wolf King and Acacia, and then apparently he went back and fought his, you know, father raised him, but then now he's fought his adopted father. So it's very interesting with Jiro. You know, he's just this natural freaking nature, and some could say he's pretty much like a gourmet. I mean, for a second there, it's like, is this guy actually a gourmet demon? But then, you know, was it another, whatever, the female Blue Nitro is like, yo, he's got reproductive organs, he's human. But this Jew just was eating, he's consuming pure 100%. Okay, on some straight Jews, we talking H heroin, like pure, straight from Nam, straight from Cambodia. Okay, that 100% potency. Okay, this is what he was doing. And so the point where his cellular structure, I mean, the dude was getting red. The dude's cellular structure changed in its composition, in its color. It's ridiculous. Using techniques like the Guinness punch. Nasty. Of course, he was taught. You know, he was taught by 2 of the most powerful beings in existence, especially in the Red Universe, with Acacia and the whole knocking, and you had obviously Battle Wolf King Guinness. Ridiculous, man. So you had that physical raw nature. And then you have the ultimate predator himself, Midori. This dude here, man, and his backstory and it's just phenomenal, truly phenomenal. And what he had to go over. Now he has family, and we don't know his history. He already was scarred up, okay? So his, and he has a gourmet demon. We don't know anything about that, but this thing just letting out can destroy the human world. Just breathing out, just letting go of appetite, just cause. This dude has hungry space, hungry tongue, like thorny tongue. Like this dude has one of the craziest bits. I thought it was gonna be like with the hair. And you understand each individual thing. It makes sense with him because of his consumption rate. And he's like a mix between everybody, okay? He's the hybrid. That's why he's the ultimate predator. Okay, and I'll explain that in a second. But I thought because of his hair, and I know that they grow, Toriko's is grown, you got stage and whatever. But I thought it was going to be a hair-like ability, similar to Sonic, but different. Okay, I thought this was going to be more of a plant-based thing. Okay, it actually would make sense. You say cooking, it can work. Okay, it can work. Somewhere in between Sani and the Saiseiya, the wood with the wood punching what's his face? Teppei's old sensei, his old master. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Him, like somewhere in the middle. But no, the tongue, lethal game, man, lethal. I mean, they're hacks ability, they're OP hacks ability, and we have seen everything this dude can do. He can take you out easy. Everything's casual for the. We've yet to see this dude put any stress. The fact is he was able, and in his ultimate adaptation, he was able to adapt to Minority World like it's nothing. Everything about this dude is casual. The people still want to hold that he's the weakest. No, I'm not buying it. He surpassed his brothers. I am guaranteeing that. He surpassed them. Not only because he stayed in the gourmet world, I think, and he had the most room for growth. While you had latent potential and you had this natural anomaly, when you're able to adapt, this video may go a little longer than anticipated. This is all good. When you're able to adapt to anything, ultimate predator means you can overcome any obstacle when it comes to prey. You can use any any method. Now, some can say, well, what about Neo? Neo, no. His thing is his, consumption. That's what he is. Well, you have that with Midori. You have Midori with his skills. You have Midori, just everything about this dude. He's powerful. Okay, he's like Jiro in the fact that he's an anomaly. He has the latent potential like Ichirayu, and he has the bottomless situation going on in the tongue game like Neo Demon. He's got the skills like his former sensei Acacia. So he's the hybrid. This is what you get when you have a hybrid. Should not be questioned. So it's gonna be very interesting to see what Midori brings to the table. And even in people hang up on what Joe said, but Joe is just like, yo, anyone living, you beating everybody. He beat Ichirayu. Some say, you know what? You done something. Last time I checked, did Midori use his gourmet demon to fight Ichirayu? No. So stop that. Jiro would be an interesting situation. But did Jiro say he's beaten him? Last time I checked, Jiro said he's the strongest creature alive. Last time I checked. Of course, we're not including Acacia. I don't think he thought of Acacia, but. And you can say, well, Ichirayu and Jiro didn't need the full course. This is, he beat him pretty much without eating the full course. Midori, I'm talking about Midori beating Ichirayu. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Let's give the credit where the credit's due. And finally, the last, and this should be no shocker. The man with three. We see everybody else with one. He got three. The most seemingly the what they call him, the general, pretty much the General John. This dude, Red. What the? Arguably the most powerful in the Red universe. You had Blue on some other stuff. Now I think Red is his, and then we got White. I call him black hair. Some saying white, some saying yellow, some saying green. Whatever the third one is, so powerful that Toriko can't even unleash him yet. Not on some Zaraki Bankai nonsense, Zaraki Kibachi from Bleach. No, we ain't talking about, it's just, this dude, I mean, first of all, Toriko actually trains. I mean, Red. Oh my god, like, there's so much Toriko, come on, OP, and we don't even know what full skill sets these other Onis have. Why does he have 3 and everybody else be having 1? They saying it's rare for 2. He's got 3 of these suckers. 3! Full course he eats that God, it affects, God and beyond. It affects with Red. I think Red has the most latent thing. I think Blue is naturally stronger than Red. But Red, he consumes, he will be above. And then you have this dude over here, just this freaking nature demon. He's just a demon, man. Yo, don't wake up, go back to sleep. Toriko, what do you just think? I mean, Toriko, this dude, skill-wise, his sense of smell is ridiculously hacks. He just, Toriko, it just, he's Midora, but then he's different. Because with Midora is like hybrid. Toriko's like, how do you put it? Toriko is just that once in a millennium kind of thing. Toriko is just a special breed, period. That's all you can, just this rare, if you actually also S-class, SS class, like, I don't know, the highest order, whatever. If we're talking, Tokyo Ghoul, forget triple S, we going 4 S's on this jump, okay? We talking Yonko level, whatever you want to go, that's Toriko. Toriko is just too much, and why? Why Toriko? And we know the gourmet things. 3, he's got the Cerberus going on. The Cerberus! Who's gonna be messing with this cat? And if he's able to use all of these in combination, what the? Forget just 1 or 2. If he's able to use all of these anytime he willingly chooses to, why is he so powerful and so special? I don't think it's just because of the protagonist. There's something about Toriko. Toriko has intelligence. He's very skilled. He's very experienced. Toriko just has it going on. He's proving, and it's not he just getting these power-ups. He's still got to train. He's got to consume. He's still young. He's got so much growth to do. I think with Toriko, he has the highest ceiling. Wow. Okay, breaking it down. Acacia, the most, he's just this natural, the most skilled meets the most powerful, I guess you could say. Most hacks. Most skill and most hacks. Okay? When it comes to Ichirayu, the greatest latent potential, that's just, he's some innate ability if it's unlocked, in the future. When you got Jiro, he's a natural anomaly, the most powerful, you can argue the most powerful naturally. Even amongst, the Blue Nitro we saw, with the 8 Kings, whatever, Jiro just naturally, he's probably the most powerful on the planet. I don't see why not. When it comes to Midora, the ultimate predator, the ultimate adaptation, okay? Ultimate in evolution, that's debatable. And then you have this Calamity, okay, in Toriko, where he has the highest cap ceiling. Now you could say, well, what about, but didn't you just say with Ichirayu? Ichirayu, the thing about him that's different is, it's this hidden stuff. Yeah, they both have this potential, these potentials. But the thing about Ichirayu is the greatest latent, like he could bring out and then, go crazy. With Toriko, the sky and beyond's the limit. Like, okay, Ichirayu would have a cap eventually. He's got all this potential. For him, it's his potential if he can sue, and then he can incorporate those abilities. With Toriko is just, there is no cap to him. That's, I think, the difference. There's a cap versus a non-cap. There's how far you want to go, how far it's dependent on you. You have all this potential, but you got to push, and achieve that potential. With Toriko just has it. And there's, it's the same, but it's different. And how do I explain this? It's like Ichirayu, okay? If I can sense it. Ichirayu is the situation of where he has all this potential, but he has to, you know, if he puts in the time and effort and grit, it'll be given to him, right? It's like a hidden power kind of thing. Toriko, he has potential, but he has to keep pushing. Like, there's nothing given to him, period. Yes, he has all of this in him, but they chose him because they know he's got no limits. He has no limits. Versus someone who, you know, he has to train and he's going to get a gift wrap. Versus someone who has to train and who has no limits. So you're going to go with the no limit, you know. Versus someone who, he may or may not, you know, come to something he may not pan out fully. Toriko, they got a good shot with this dude, so they're going to rock with him. If that makes sense. Unexpected winner. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your thoughts. This video, like I said, went a little bit longer because I found out, you know, I thought about all of this stuff I'd break down with each of them. And yeah, man, tell me your thoughts on each of these individuals. And who do you currently have? Now, I know a lot of people say, well, you know, Toriko is completely out of it. He shouldn't be on the level. I mean, I got Tengu Brunchy and stuff, but I mean, they've eaten full course. We'll see. But who out of these 5 calamities do you think's actually the best? End of series. Who do you think to be not just the most powerful one, but who do you think is honestly the best as far as combat? You could say character-wise, and a few other elements. Who's got the best personality? Who's got the best fighting style? You know, all those factors. Tell me your thoughts. All right, y'all. Have a beautiful day, beautiful night. Peace.